Welcome back to the Expired Podcast. Hey, it's Natalie. I am solo today. Macy is back filming with MTV and, of course, Teen Mom. And it's a snow day. Happy MLK Day. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. It is quite snowy here in Chattanooga. So I hope everyone is being safe. I am going to do this one solo. So this is a crazy story. If you are watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Please subscribe. This is a crazy story because it's sisters. It's sisters in Tennessee. It is Carla Atkins, who is 14, and also Vickie Stout, who's 16. And this is in Dover, Tennessee. So it's in the northwest corner. And it's a pretty small town. This happened in 1980, and the population at that time was about 2,000. So small town, 2,000 people, that's a pretty small town. So again, this happened in the 80s, September 17th. It was on a Wednesday. Half sisters, Carla and Vickie, were headed home from school. They were walking the same way they walked to school along Highway 79. And so witnesses said that they saw the girls around 3:30 that day. This would have been right around the time they would have gotten out of school. But they decided to stop for snacks at a convenience store, like a lot of kids do. It's funny, this convenience store is called The Furnace. Weird name, but who am I to judge? At the store, other witnesses, they saw the girls talking outside of the convenience store to a man in a blue truck. So keep that in mind. They would never be seen after that, which is insane. When the girls did not come home from school, their mom reported them missing to the juvenile missing persons unit. In 1980, it was so much easier to believe teenagers ran away. And even now. But yeah, at first they thought, oh, they just ran away, give it a few days. And a few days went by, and they were trying to convince the police, her family was trying to convince the police that they wouldn't run away because one of the girls took a medication daily, and like if they were going to run away, they would at least take their medicine, right? Or take their toothbrush or some kind of personal items, and they did not. So they're searching. It can't be found. One of the girls needs medication that she took daily. It was found at the home. Carla and Vickie, their other siblings were very worried. The next day came and went, and when no one heard from them, they just got even more worried. Now, the girl's sister, Patricia Gordon, said, we kind of thought maybe they were just at a friend's house and didn't decide to come home when they should have. And she actually recalls the last time she saw the girls. Patricia was 22 in 1980, so there's, an age gap there. And she had recently gotten married and moved away. And she and her husband, when they were visiting Dover, the last time that Patricia saw her sisters, Carla and Vickie, Carla asked Patricia if she could come live with her for a while. So that was kind of suspicious. I don't know why. Unfortunately, since they were a new couple just starting out, they didn't have any money to take care of her. So Patricia had to unfortunately tell Carla no. And that was the last time that they saw her. That was their last time being together as sisters. 3 weeks later, exactly 18 days since the girls were last seen, they were found on October 5th. October 5th. And this is about 10 miles away from their home. This is at an area called Land Between the Lakes. It's this huge thing. If you look at a map of Tennessee, it's huge. A huge chunk of Tennessee. And it's 170 acres. It's kind of a recreational area. And it is off of Highway 79 where the girls were last spotted. Their bodies were found by hikers. They were about 75 feet apart from each other in shallow graves. The bodies had started to decompose due to being in the elements, but the autopsy found that both of them had been shot with a 12-gauge gun. They were unable to tell if they were sexually assaulted, but the police believed they were killed in the same area they were found. Very little evidence was found and collected. This is 1980, keep that in mind. But they did find a shotgun shell, so that was good. And oddly enough, they found some blue paint that was on a trunk of a tree in the area. Wonder where that came from. A sketch was created of the man who was seen outside of the convenience store, the Furnace, and it's even had age progression as this case has gone cold since 1980. It's 2024. So I definitely want you to look at the 3 sketches that the FBI they made. They started on this case in 2015, so they were a little late to the game, but I'm glad they're on it now. And if you were in that area at that time, if you have maybe family members that were in that area or know anything about Carla Atkins and Vickie Stout, who lived in Dover, Tennessee in 1980, leave a comment because I want to know about that. That'd be so cool. If you do recognize the sketch or recognize this blue pickup truck, or were in the area of Dover, Tennessee, or land between the lakes between September and October of 1980, please call 1-800-TBI-FINE or call local law enforcement at the Stewart County Sheriff's Office. Their number is 931-232-3114. And sorry it's a short episode, but I wrote that, so I still have trouble reading it because I'm dyslexic. So thank you so much for listening to the Expired Podcast. Make sure you like, follow, share, subscribe. Leave a comment on what we should do next. Till next time, we're the Expired Podcast. Bye.